Hello, my name is Bo and I'm living in Denmark. I have decided that I would try to describe some of my hi-fi equipment in especially the Cayin product. I think there's a lot of lack with the Cayin product on the internet, and I think it's very sad actually. I think Cayin, and I know that many people also outside in the world is saying that the Cayin is actually like the Chinese Macintosh. And I know now that I can be hit by a shitstorm saying that, but the Cayin is an amazing quality. And we all know that all this Chinese electronic have a lot of good thing and bad thing, and we all know the history about that. But this one is actually quite amazing quality. I starting Cayin traveling for about 1 year ago, and now I have 3 vacuum tube devices from Cayin, and it is amazing. But I will run you through some of my setup and just telling you a little bit what it is, and hopefully that you can get some inspiration or what else. Otherwise, if you have some question, you can just type in the comment. So I will just quickly switch over here. We can start with the speakers. The speakers is the KEF R3 reference speakers. I have just hooked cables directly from the upper and lower from the by-wire. There is actually a built-in feature with the KEF where you can activate or deactivate the by-wire function, but I like it a little more with the cable. I believe that maybe the cable I've bought is a little better quality. I've played it on also the KEF S2 floor stands, and those are filled with sand. And then we can move along. Then we have the turntable here. The turntable is Technics SL 1500. They built this model. This is a new model, but they have built it around the SL 1200 that we all know. So it don't have this special light and stuff like that, but it has an updated motor. It is a direct drive, and it's a very, very fast and very precision turntable. I have replaced the built-in stylus with an Autophone Quinten Black S. It was actually just because I was in the mood for trying moving coil magnets. I have always been running moving magnets, and I love that, but I thought now that the time was to switch to MC, and that is a new world. And of course, when you're going to MC, you're never going back to the MM part. So underneath here we have my beloved Cambridge. This is the Cambridge audio, the CXC V2, and this is a CD transport. It is not a CD player, so you need a DAC for this one. But it has a very unique drive and the electronic inside. Special design just for making this very accurate reading from the CD. And here we have only CD, of course, nothing else. So moving along to the integrated amplifier. So here we have the integrated amplifier. This was my first purchase from Cayin, and this is the CS-88A amplifier. It's an integrated amplifier. and it has this very special designed the transformers for the power supply. It has two 6SL7 and two 6SN7 tubes that are used for the preamplification section. And then it have four, maybe you can see it through here, and then it have four KT88 tubes that are used for the push-pull application. This is a push-pull, and it's an AB, not a complete class A, but it is an AB. And then my next purchase was this one. The next purchase is the Cayin IDAC 6 MK2, the version 2. And this one is a fantastic, really fantastic vacuum tubes, also DAC. With this is actually that it has a very nice chipset. It is the ES1922 Pro from ESS Technology, and it has 6 digital input. It has the I2S actually. It has the USB audio, of course. Then we have two Coax. We have the BNC and RIAA. We have also the AES, and we have Optical. And then we have two kind of, let's say, audio mode. We can run in solid state or in tube mode. And the tube mode is actually right now. There is 4 tubes. I can't remember the names. It's small. It's small tubes. I can't remember the name. But there is actually built-in vacuum tubes in this, so it is a vacuum tube DAC, and you can clearly hear the change in the sound stage when you go from solid state to the tubes. It goes to red when you choose the tubes, and you can also see a picture of tubes inside. So the latest purchase, and not the least, is the Cayin, the CS-88A, and then that is the RIAA. This is I've just purchased that, and this is the RIAA preamp, and it has a lot of tubes. It is equipped with two 6922 tubes from Electro Harmonix for the MC. And it has two ECC83 tubes from JJ Electronic for the MM application. And then it passed through states of 12 A to 7 tubes. And of course it is all finished going to 22 DE4 tubes. This also have a lot of possibilities. One of the nice things is this, that you can actually hook up. You can see in the input there is behind you have two turntables. You can have an MC and MM, and you can actually attach both. You can just switch. The cap setting is using for the MM, so I'm not using that. And then we have the rumble. And the rumble is, of course, to take this, feature. If you have this rumble it's normally in the high end, and when the music is very loud, that some experience the rumble. I don't have the rumble, and I don't like it. I think it's not doing so much, but it is putting a little carpet on the top of the sound, but not too much. Then we have the gain. It's set to low, medium, high. I set it to medium. It's like the gain is. I think you have to be a little careful with that. I think the mid was a good position. And then we have the impedance. Here we can go from 47 ohm to 1000. I must say that I must say that I have a little difficulty to hear the different with the impedance switch. I've just bought it yesterday, so I've only been playing around a couple of records. It's a little difficult to hear, but maybe it's just me. Now you can see that it was set on 100 ohm. And that is because I believe that my Autophone Quinten Black S is 100 ohm. But I'm not quite sure if that is right. So if any of you guys that see this video have any comments and knowledge about what this impedance actually means, and what I should use it for, I would love very much to have your comment on it. So that would be some test that I need to do for that. But I also believe that this gain, you have to be a little careful. I can hear what it does, but I think you have to be very, very careful because it's also a kind of distortion in it. The bass reproduction on this RIAA here is actually quite amazing. I think many of the other RIAAs I have in the formal times have not been so fantastic with the bass, but this one has a fantastic bass. The middle is also very, very fantastic, but I think that the top, all the top tone and the high end is quite smooth. There's a little bit missing, but maybe that could be some of the settings on the impedance. Maybe it's just me, you know. It's a little hysterical with that. I am very hysterical, of course. I think all that you guys who having hi-fi is just like me, and you want the best sound from the equipment you have. Of course you will. Well, that what is for me, and I hope that I hope you find some inspiration. And apologizing for my Danglish. I'm not so good at English, and all this technical word is sometimes getting difficult, you know, and I'm not used to this YouTube, so you have to bear with me if I jump a little around. But have a nice day, and thank you for watching.